Alright, so just wanted to show you something here. This is my toolbox. Husky toolbox bought from Home Depot quite a few years ago. Was not going to spend a ridiculous amount of money on a toolbox from Snap-on or something like that. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not by trade. This works plenty good for me. Keeps everything kind of organized. And it's kind of cool because I get to put my own little stickers and flare on this thing. Anyway, I actually like the newer versions of these that are flat black more than this one, but I think functionality it's about the same. But anyway, gives me plenty of space to kind of organize my life a little bit. So just kind of showing you this. So for the screwdrivers, I actually did I 3D printed this organizer. You can buy similar ones online, but I have a 3D printer. This is a really quick and easy design, so I did that. Also, same with the wrench or plier or whatever you want to call it, organizers. Kind of keeps them all sitting at an angle across the top. Again, these are 3D printed organizers. You can buy similar online as well. What I really wanted to show you was the sockets, and these are made by, I think, Ernst Manufacturing. I procured them off Amazon. I'll put a link in the video to what exactly I purchased, but I always want my sockets to be very organized. I figured I could stand them up and do most of this. I actually have more sockets than I have here. I've got the box organized in standard and metric. Definitely use the metric more often, and so I've got my impact rated sockets here. There's also some more in the back, and man, I love these things. They're awesome. I had a set for about 2 years, which was a one of these. I had maybe 2 or 3 years that I used for my old socket set before I bought new ones. And these, by the way, most of what you see here are Gearwrench. I really like them. I had a set of Crescent that I liked as well. I still use for like my mobile toolkit when I need to throw something in the truck. But these work. The Gearwrench, they're pretty cool. I think they're 120 XP sockets, or excuse me, ratchets. So there's a lot of clicks, which is nice when you're in tight spaces. But anyway, these are cool. They come in trays like this. You can get 2 or 3, or there's a lot of different options, but this is what I came up with. So you can kind of pick the whole tray up and carry it if you really need to. The tray is plastic. Everything's plastic, but it's actually really strong. And then to remove these is really easy. You got these little tabs that you push down. So push down, pull the set back, and you can lift it out and just carry this to your workplace. I spent a lot of time looking at, different options for socket organizers, and there's a lot of good ones out there. I haven't tried them all. Did try a few. This just was my favorite. The tools, they lock in there really well, so you push them down and twist it and it's locked in there. I can pick this whole setup without fear of it breaking. So longevity was important. Like I said, I started with like 3 ring, 3 whatever sleeve. Tried it for a few years, and I use these things all the time, and nothing broke. So I wanted them to not fall over. This just works really well for me for organization. I can not really afraid that they're going to go out of business. I've been doing this for a while, so if I have to buy replacement pieces like this, it's not a problem. If I want to add or subtract or whatever. I chose red and blue. Red for standard, blue. There's also, I think, just straight black, and there's also like a high vis yellow, which I may actually use for some of the pieces that don't really fit in standard or metric. E-Torques, or Torx bits. You know, it's just worked out really well for me. Keeps it nice and organized. When I move and close drawers, things end up where they're supposed to be. So, really just kind of wanted to show you that. I could have 3D printed some things, and I thought about it. 3D printing some sheets that were individually, had slots for each individual, you know, piece here. But vertically, they just do better. I didn't want to waste the time designing it and waste the time and the expense printing it, because usually when you do something like that, you screw it up a few times before you get it right. So just wanted to show you how I've organized my tool bench, my sockets in particular. And man, I love it. Back to the Husky Toolbox. The only issue I have is I would love for this drawer, for my sockets, the bigger drawer on the top, to be about an inch taller. My socket's barely clear, and matter of fact, the impacts that I have back here for the larger, you know, they barely fit. They couldn't fit in a tray. I had to take them out of a tray because they're wanting to hit on this. So I think even a half an inch or quarter of an inch would have been better, but I think something just a little deeper on the top would have been cool. But man, this is a lifesaver. It's nice. Plus I can lock it. I can lock this bottom. I can lock this middle, and I can lock this top. And that keeps the kids out and the wife. And you can hide Christmas presents in here. But anyway, just wanted to show you that. Thanks. If you find any of this helpful, please like and subscribe. I'll show you more.